What the have I got myself into?
You are now tuned in with the
Alright, welcome back. As you can see, we are working on the box. We're finally getting the ball rolling on it. Ran into a lot of problems. We still got some more problems that we're going to be running into. I got basically a couple things that we need to change as far as what we're doing for it. I mean, the premise is still going to be the same. Cage, subwoofers, put it in there. That's going to be the same. But how I'm designing is kind of fluctuating on what I'm putting into it. Now you'll see that there's kind of a little lip here around the edges of the top because that was going to be the original height with everything that I put into it. That was going to be where the whole box ended up being. Now, figuring things out, learning about how shit's going to happen and putting it together isn't going to be the way I thought it was going to go. I'm going to go basically tight. This will be wrapping the whole entire cage. We're going to do our sleeves. I'm going to go cut those here in a moment, and I'm just going to cut these tops off. We're going to weld it, and then we'll just kind of slice here around the whole box. That way the other pieces on the side will hold it together with the bolts. We're going to cut these back apart. That way I can get the top half of the cage off. Some of the reasons why I'm doing it that way, mostly because the little cheap things that I was going to use on the top to kind of help absorb some of the sound vibration, it's not going to do. It ain't gonna do shit. We're keeping the small ones on. I actually got them on the subwoofers right now. Those are actually in place. And then what I decided I'm gonna do is I'm gonna basically build a little hatch back here because this is where all the fun shit is, the electronics. And I'll just, on a hinge, we'll put a piece of plexiglass here. It won't be actual plexiglass, but who gives a fuck right now? That'll basically kind of swing up here. I can access the wires, plug everything in. As bad as I wanted it to be, just go inside, flip a switch, and everything's gonna work. We're not gonna be able to make that happen. Maybe further down the road, I can fabricate something along those lines, make a whole new box. But for now, this is how it's gonna be. I'll just have to get underneath it, set up, plug everything in, and then play. That ain't really the end of the world. That's a whole nother thing. I gotta decide if I'm gonna cut out these little beams that are running across there. I know it's probably structural, but if we attach something else via welds and bolts, it's also going to add to the structure for keep it from flexing. So I'm not too terribly worried about that. Plus, with everything that's going to go into the top of it, it's going to be fine. If it's not going to be fine, let me know. But unless you've actually attached something else underneath there, don't talk to me. This is going to be installed into here very soon. Oh, fuck, dude, this is exciting. So I'm just going to shut up. I'm going to start working. We're going to do the traditional shit that we usually do. Let's jump into it. She's locked in. There's no getting these subs out right now. So I gotta fucking cut all these off. I cut the tops off. I'm gonna get the grinder out. We're gonna basically grind out these last little lips. I welded the sides all nice and neat. So let's just jump back into it so I can stop looking like a fucking idiot. Let's go. So now you can kind of see what I'm trying to do here. Basically, these two screws, I'm going to get new ones, so don't worry about it right now. But these two screws down here were hitting each other. Obviously, I could cut off the ends. It wasn't even that. It was the nuts on the inside were holding up each other because there's just no room from here to here, even out far enough like this, because then it's going to ruin the integrity. I want it nice and centered. Now, that'll basically solve the problem of the nuts hitting. And basically, all I'm going to have to do now is grind flat these facing nuts so that the sub will be able to slide in to shave off like 1/8 of them, and that'll be plenty. It's not like the structure of the nut is actually holding the sub box from falling down. It's going to be the weight on this bolt, but I need it in there securely, and that's just going to be how that goes. Obviously, we're going to have to go to the store tomorrow because I think they're closed at this point. But yeah, I got one done. We're going to run through and get the other sides done, and that should take care of what we're doing, because right now this is all solid and I can't get these subwoofers out. First, I'm gonna get all 4 holes drilled. Then I gotta get them numbered so I don't fuck up and forget which one goes where. And then after that, take them off, cut it, and then re-bolt it on there just to make sure that it's actually gonna work. And if it doesn't, then I'm fucked. So let's get to it and find out. Yes, dude, it works. She's back to fucking full strength. Holy shit. Also, you probably can't tell, but I now have a giant hole in my shirt. I set myself on fire by accident. Be careful when you grind, fellas. Holy shit. That was a fun time. I knew I smelled something. I started seeing smoke. And yeah, there was a hole in my shirt now. I'll show you guys in the light, but yeah. Motherfucker. All right. Let's get to it. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the box. Gonna have 4 of these bad boys in it. This is gonna be the final design. I'm gonna do basically a little bit of work on the back tomorrow so that I can get it prepped for the plexiglass area. I want to have a folding clear doors. Once I have to go in there and get everything all set up, I'm gonna have to tune the subs, figure out where the max of the mixer is versus the max of where the subs are. I don't want to blow them, so we're gonna figure all that out eventually. But for now, it's solid, dude. It is solid. My idea worked. I'm so happy. We're back in the ups, baby. We're fucking coming in. We're coming in hard. We're coming fast, baby. We're going. Tomorrow, I'm going to be grinding out the nuts and then making sure the subwoofers will fit in. Basically, these 2 end subs are going to be the biggest hurdle to tackle. From there, once I know that these 2 will fit, the other ones will fit in there just fine, obviously, because they're sliding through here, as you can see. But goddamn, we are back in it. I am so fucking excited. I'm about to get home, get some videos edited so that we can start that process rolling. It did take me a while to kind of figure out what the fuck we're doing here. And I'm not even 100% out of it yet because I got to figure out how to have a door back here that isn't going to interfere with these subs. And I did make it tight and flush so that they won't wiggle or move. That does kind of hinder my ability clamp on or screw in any nuts or get some bolts up there for the hinge. So what I'm thinking is I have some of this 2x3 angle iron that I got, so 2x3, and that'll kind of give me an extra layer down here. I'm gonna weld it onto the back here. Also, because those angles that I just added to it are now 1/8 inch thicker, so this is also an 1/8. So if I add that on there, that'll make that nice and flush, so then I can then put my hinge on it when it slides down or swings down. It'll be right in line with the back of it and nice and flush. And then I'm thinking just for catching rocks and stuff, I might put a little flare on the front 2 pieces, mostly the back here, so that nothing kind of gets in here. Obviously, this is going to be outside. These aren't meant to be outside, but we're going to try to protect them as best we can. Worst comes to worst, every time I got to leave, when I'm done packing up, I'll just throw some tape over the electronic plugs and we'll just go from there. But goddamn, dude, we are back. I'm excited. So I'm gonna start cleaning this up because it's a lot of shit I gotta clean up. These motherfuckers are heavy. I gotta unbolt everything I just did, but I had to make sure that this wasn't gonna wiggle or be loose at all. We'll have to get some bolts tomorrow, work on grinding down those nuts, and start planning how the fuck I'm gonna attach it in here. For now, you know what's happening. I'm back. We're getting into it. This is gonna be fucking nuts. I gotta clean up. Stop talking. I'll see you then. Bye.